jeweler's glass. Like the friendly wine, yes, I give my life just to dream a dream with you on a bed of California stars. California stars under the daylight. We were born tonight on a bed of California stars.
Please be seated for those who can. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the marriage celebration of Kristen and Miles. Welcome to the party. It's a party because we are here to celebrate. And the words are, I guess, I think, with all of you, that we are celebrating, and we are also saying, at last. At last. And we are here not only to witness their commitment to each other in marriage, but also to wish them every happiness for their life together. My name is Martin Riley, and I guess as you have heard by my last name that I'm family, and I'm delighted to be able to be officiating here this afternoon. Kristen and Miles, along with their families, are extremely grateful for everyone who could make it here today, and for those who have travelled quite a way. But they would also like to acknowledge those who couldn't. Kristen's grandparents, Duncan and Ede Riley, Inga's husband, Len Beecham, Miles' grandparents, Kevin and Rose Barry, his maternal grandfather, Noel. Unfortunately, Philomena couldn't make it up from Melbourne today as well. Kristen and Miles have both made it clear to me and would like it known that their grandparents have played very important and supportive roles in both their lives, that they have been very influential to them, and that their legacy remains even today. They'd also have loved Miles' mum, Peter, to be here today. And although she's not, she too is still very much a strong presence in their lives. I'm just listening to the kookaburras. It's a wonderful setting here. I want to suggest that we do something a little different right now. Something different perhaps that you haven't been part of in a wedding celebration. We're going to do something that is called warming the rings. It involves the rings, and I'm going to ask the groomsmen, and I believe that you've got the rings. You don't have? Are you kidding me? You got four. Paul's got them. Okay. Can you give one to Sally? These are the rings that Kristen and Miles will give to each other a little later in the ceremony, in the service. But I invite now the groomsmen to have these rings circulated among you. This is, I understand, off you go, an ancient tradition, probably practiced by the early settlers of Cogunya. I understand, Kristen, that it's an early Irish tradition. And it's something that they would like to do. While the story of rings is actually an interesting story in itself, what we're doing is this. We are passing these rings around because you are very important people to Kristen and Miles as family and friends. And when you hold the ring, it's like you hold Kristen and Miles. and you hold something of their story, and it's something of the story that is to be ongoing. So it's like you holding it, and it's like a little blessing, and you participate in the holding. You have been very important to them, and the sense is that you will continue to be important to them, and that you'll continue to be supportive of them in their married life together. So the rings will start at the back, and I think they're already... Have they started? Yeah. Is it happening? Right. Now, for all of you, Miles is sort of a film person. For all of you Lord of the Rings aficionados, there's no precious thing here, all right? And please don't run off with them. Say a little prayer, pass it on. You are holding them. Kristen and Miles do want to let you know why they are marrying today. And they could have simply chosen to continue living together, but they're not. They've thought about this and have decided that for them living together is not enough. They see this ceremony today as a celebration and an acknowledgement of their commitment to each other. They see marriage as an act of public testimony of that commitment. They see marriage as a way that you can recognise their genuine love for each other. And in fact, they lament, and they've asked me particularly to say this, and I have no difficulty with it. They lament that the opportunity for public acclamation and legal marriage is not open to all who have loving relationships. And their hope is that one day, in the not too distant future, gender becomes no barrier in marriage. Kristen and Miles are delighted to be able to marry, and they are delighted that you are here to share in this special moment. And they have this profound sense, adopting the words of the poet Homer, that in regard to marriage, there is nothing nobler and more admirable than when two people who see eye to eye, who live together as husband and wife, who keep house together, live together also with the warm embrace of the acceptance and pleasure of their friends. To give colour to what marriage is, I would like to invite Miles's aunt Linda, if she could come forward and give us a reading about marriage. Is she here? She's not here. There's, well, you've got the idea about marriage. Well, without further ado, we could make up some words about marriage, but let's move on. What we do now, actually, is the ceremony part, and the ceremony part is that satisfies the formal requirements to commence a marriage with questions, the vows, the exchange of rings, and the declaration. Where are those rings? You've got one already. Miles, will you take Kristen to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love her and respect her, be honest with her, and stand by her through whatever may come, so you can genuinely share your life together? Kristen, will you take Miles to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love him and respect him, be honest with him, and stand by him through whatever may come, so that you can genuinely share your life together?
I will. love, honesty, and respect. It's rich in both family and friends. In this life, I feel loved, I laugh uncontrollably, I feel safe and supported, and the possibilities seem endless. Today, in front of all our friends and family, we're getting married. It's a milestone and a celebration of what we've created together and of also what's to come. I couldn't be happier. I love it. Today, with our friends and family as our witness, I become your wife. I will share my life with you. I will love openly, without conditions or bias. I will grow with you, respect you, and forgive you. I will be with you in your happiness, in your success, and in your sadness. I will listen. I will challenge and support you. I will cuddle you often. And I'll always be the place where you can call home.
Friend, we've been in life together for about 10 years now, already complete with love, commitment and responsibility. Today is our chance to take stock and look at where we've been and how far we've come so we can appreciate whatever lies ahead. I felt at home with you ever since I've known you. You're even more gorgeous than the time I first met you. You make me laugh when I least expect to, support me when I least deserve it, and I always feel loved by you. I'm constantly amazed at your ability to care for everyone around you. I feel extremely lucky to be the one to share a life with. Our life is fun, adventurous, and packed to the brim with friends and family. I love you. Today with our friends and family, as our witness, I'm becoming your husband. I will share my life with you. I will love openly, without conditional bias. I will grow with you, respect you, and forgive you. I'll be with you in your happiness, and success, and in your sadness. I will listen. I will challenge and support you. I will cuddle you up. I'll always be the place where you call home. Kristen, this ring has been blessed and warmed by our family and friends. So I now give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment today. My love.
Kristen just asked which was left. Right?
Miles, this ring has been blessed and warmed by our family and friends.
let it be known then, for all who are here, the significance of these rings and the symbolism of joining together these two lives. Well, ladies and gentlemen, since Kristen and Miles have publicly declared their love, since they have made solemn promises to each other and symbolised their marriage with rings that bind each other, I therefore heartily pronounce them husband and wife. There are a few little things that have been unplanned. And Janice, actually, if you could come down now, and what I'd like to do, you don't know this, Kristen, but if you could all stand, please, we're going to do something very special. Lenore is Kristen's sister, and she... I'll start that again. Lenore is Kristen's auntie, and she lives in the US, in America, and she's very sad that she couldn't be here. And she's thinking of Kristen and Miles today. She's very much, she's thinking very much of you guys right now. And she sent you a special gift. And the boys are going to bring that to you right now. Come down, guys.
Come on. Don't you get staged right now. Don't you get staged right now.
I think all of us would like to see what's in the box. And Lenore actually has written this, which she has asked me to read. And after that, we'd like you to open it. Like a butterfly emerges and unfolds its graceful wings, a marriage grows and develops. God has given you your wings, but it's up to you, to each other, to teach each other how to fly. Congratulations and much love. So now we've got, if you can open